Test. Hello, everyone. If we could please have everybody to their cars, we are about to get started. Please, if we can have everybody go to their cars, we are about to get started. Thank you. Again, if we can have everybody back to their vehicles, we are about to get started. Please ensure that your name is on your windshield, or if there is more than one of you in the car, that all of your names are on the windshields. This will help our SGA members call you next. As a reminder, when you are exiting your car, please wear your face mask. That is a requirement. Again, when you're exiting the vehicle, please be sure you wear your face mask.
So I can take this off, right? It's not against the rules. All right. I'm not sick. Howdy! All right, that sounds good. Welcome to the 2020 Aggie Ring Day celebration. My name is Ryan McLaughlin, and I have the privilege of serving as the Executive Director for Student Affairs and Academic Services at Texas A&M at Qatar. But more importantly, I'm the loudest and proudest member of the Fightin' Texas Aggie class of 2003. Woo! It is my pleasure to welcome you. Some of you have waited since the spring to finally celebrate getting your Aggie ring. We appreciate your patience. Today we are awarding 52 rings to some well-deserving Aggies who have reached the 90 credit hour limit. So this is a combined ceremony from the spring of 2020 and the fall of 2020. So I just want to say a special thanks to a couple groups of people. First of all, Mr. Miguel Trevino, our Assistant Director for Student Affairs, and Ms. Carol Nader, our Director of Events, for pulling this thing off. So thank you so much, Miguel, and your team, Student Affairs team, and the events team. And a special thanks to our OBO, Office of Building Operations, who are manning these streets and making sure that everybody's safe and understands what they're doing out there. We really appreciate Kent and your team helping us out. All right, without further ado, I would like to welcome our Dean, Dr. Cesar Malave, to welcome you from Texas A&M at Qatar.
Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Howdy. Well, one thing for sure is that you are going to remember this day. Okay, hopefully this will be the one and only time that we will do the Aggie Ring Day this way. I want to congratulate all the students for getting the Aggie Ring. I want to congratulate the parents that are here with the students for getting the Aggie Ring. I am not an Aggie, but my wife is an Aggie. I have 2 kids that one is an Aggie already, one will be. She received her Aggie Ring 2 or 3 days ago in main campus. So if you check the Instagram of our main campus, you're going to see her in there. You know, she received the Aggie Ring. I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of all of you. This is an amazing day for all the students. Remember that when you travel all over the world, people will see the Aggie Ring. You know, every place that I go, my eyes, you know, when I see somebody with something shining, you know, I immediately start checking to see if that is an Aggie Ring. I have made a few mistakes. I have gone to somebody and said, is that an Aggie Ring? But most of the time, I recognize the ring, and it starts a conversation, but obviously it starts a connection between all the former students. So again, congratulations on this incredible day, and I'm looking forward to taking a picture with all of you here on the stage. Gig 'em Aggies.
Thank you, Dr. Malave. And at this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Miss Amanda Mather, who serves as the Assistant Director for Academic Services, but she also happens to be the loudest and proudest member of the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2000, to come talk to you about the significance of the Aggie Ring.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. It is an honor for me to be here this afternoon representing the Qatar A&M Club as the current president, but as he said, also the loudest and proudest member of the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2000. And what Dr. Malave said about seeing Aggie rings around the world is true. I have run into Aggies literally in Moscow, in Amsterdam, all over the world, and we are instantly recognizable to each other because of these rings that we wear and this ring that you are about to receive. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the design and the symbolism of the Texas Aggie ring that we wear. It is as deep in symbolism as it is in tradition. The oldest known Aggie ring was made in 1889, and a design similar to the one we wear today was initially adopted in 1899. The last change to the ring was made in 1963, so it's been a while since there have been any changes. And the only change was that A&M College of Texas was replaced with the words Texas A&M University. So when the university changed their name, we changed the design of the ring, but that's the last change that has taken place. When you get your ring, take a look at it, and you will see that there is a shield on top of the ring, and it symbolizes the protection of the good reputation of our alma mater, Texas A&M. The 13 stripes in the shield refer to the original 13 American colonies and symbolize the intense patriotism of the graduates and undergraduates of Texas A&M, not just for the American country, but for your country as well. The 5 stars in the shield refer to the phases of the development of the student: mind or intellect, body, spiritual attainment, emotional poise, and integrity of character. The eagle on the shield is symbolic of the agility and power and ability to reach great heights, which we know our students will do. On one side of the ring, you will see the seal of the great state of Texas, and it was authorized by the Constitution of 1845. The 5-pointed star is circled with a wreath of olive or laurel leaves, which symbolize achievement and a desire for peace, and live oak leaves symbolizing the strength to fight. They're joined at the bottom by a circled ribbon, which shows the necessity of joining these 2 traits to accomplish one's ambition to serve, represented by our core value of selfless service. On the other side of the ring, there's an ancient cannon, saber, and rifle, and they symbolize that Texans fought for their land, and they are determined to defend their homeland. The saber on the ring stands for valor and confidence, which we all know Aggies have in spades. The cross flags of the United States and the state of Texas recognize the dual allegiance to both nation and state. But I think you will also find that the symbolism of the Aggie ring goes far, far deeper than what is just incised into the gold. It symbolizes our core values of respect, excellence, leadership, loyalty, and selfless service and integrity. It symbolizes the hard work to earn the right to wear that ring. Not just anyone can buy an Aggie ring. You have to earn it. You have to do the work. You have to make sure that you put in the hours to get that ring. And it symbolizes first and foremost, membership in the Aggie family. And as of today, that family is over 640,000 members strong. It's traditional when you receive your ring to wear your class ring facing you, as it's a reminder of your ultimate goal, graduation from Texas A&M. Once you achieve that goal at commencement, you will turn your ring so the class year faces outward, and that declares your achievement of graduation to all of those that you meet. I'm very, very excited to share this tradition with you today. Congratulations on earning your Aggie ring. We know you have worked so hard to get here and you have waited for this day. So wear your ring proudly and be a good defender of your alma mater. Thanks, and gig 'em.
Thank you so much, Miss Amanda. At this time, it's my pleasure to welcome the president of our Student Government Association, Motaz El-Drisi.
Thank you. So on behalf, my name is Motaz El-Drisi, the president of the Student Government Association, SGA. So on behalf of the Student Government Association, I would like to thank you all for attending and making this event possible. This wouldn't be possible without all the SGA members and volunteers and without all you students. It really is a great honor to be able to be up here and to organize this event and help you guys to do the impossible. We didn't think this event would be possible with all the tough times and circumstances, but we hope this is the best case scenario out of a bad situation. So as Aggies, we've encountered a long journey of 90 hours where we reached this point to receive the Aggie ring. So at this point, we've encountered lots of hard work, lots of sleepless hours, lots of coffee, and struggles. But we were able to push through to this point at 90 credit hours and persevere. So this is the last checkpoint to push through to the end and hopefully reach our end goal to graduate and be successful in the future. So we just need one last push to push each other and help each other to hopefully graduate soon. So without further ado, I'm going to call the Vice President, Zainab Barghouti, who's also going to give small remarks, followed by hopefully you guys receiving your Aggie rings. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zainab Barghouti, and I'm the Vice President of SGA, the Student Government Association. Today, I just want to tell you guys all that, look at you, you're here. You showed up to get the recognition that you deserve, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of every one of you for reaching this incredible milestone in your life and in our college experience as Aggies. It really is something to be proud of. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else in the world at this moment, and I hope you all feel the exact same. We are resilient, we are strong, and again, we're all so proud of you. Thank you. And Motaz will now read out the names for you guys to come finally get your rings.
All right, so without further ado, we're going to start announcing all the Aggie ring recipients in order. So in order, we'd probably ask you guys, the volunteers are going to help you out, and ask you guys to leave your car in order of receiving your ring. All right, so we have our first recipient of the day. We have the first recipient, Dima Al-Kubaisi.
Congratulations.
All right. All right. So now we have our second recipient. Our second recipient is Zainab Barghouti.
Can they go out that way too? So I don't have to come through here. Maybe they should go out that way too. So we don't, if they get too close.
Okay.
Right there. They can go out that way too.
For the next recipient, we have Hissa Al-Mansouri. The next recipient, شوق النعيمي.
Congratulations. Yes. You want to wear it or not?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Put it on. Good job. Yes. Okay. Congratulations. Yes.
Our next recipient, دانا اليافعي.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're gonna wear it? Yeah, here. All right. They said to go out this way.
Next recipient, هدير حسن.
Congratulations. You know, you're gonna wear it or you put it in your pocket? You can put it on. Well done, well done. Yeah, in the mark in there. Right there. Well done, please.
Next recipient, مها طاهر.
The ring is there.
Ring.
The ring is there, yeah. You want to wear it or not? No? Okay. Congratulations. Here, there you go.
Thank you. Our next recipient, مروان بدر الدين. Next recipient, عبد الله الحميدي.
Congratulations, Uncle. Yes. You're gonna wear it, yeah. Yes. Hello. Hey, the ring. He has a ring on. Right. Congratulations. Please.
Thank you. Next recipient, هوريج أوهانيان. Our next recipient, Reneth Ragath.
Well done, well done. Okay, thank you so much. This way. Yeah.
Our next recipient, Hadi Duhaini.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. There. Yes. All right. So ring will be on this table. Go around. This way.
Our next recipient, عمر مصطفى.
Congratulations. Thank you. This way.
Our next recipient, إبراهيم الباكر.
Congratulations. Right here. Yes. Please.
Our next recipient, لينا الحمود.
give her the box.
The box.
Your box is over there.
No, it's here, it's here.
Where's your clothes?
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Our next recipient, Safin Bais.
Is it this thing there? Yeah. All right. And then Thank you so much.
Kevin, that way.
Thank you, Mothers. Our next recipient, Fatma Abu Rub.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. You get the box. You too.
Miguel, do you have the second list? All right, so our next recipient is Noor Al Muhannadi. Our next recipient, Jude Al Aude. Our next recipient, Jawahar Al Shiba.
Oh, no, you keep it. Yeah. Just in the yellow mark. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can look at the front, the camera. You want to look that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Our next recipient, Fahad Nasr Al Sabai.
Thank you.
Our next recipient, Ahmed Al Ali. Our next recipient, Ghassan Al Jishi. All right, so for our next recipient, we have Shuruq As-Siddiqi. For our next recipient, we have Jawahir Al-Mashadi. Sorry, Jawahir Khuzai. Sorry about that. For our next recipient, we have Munira Al-Rayahi. For our next recipient, we have Lulwa Al-Kubesi. Our next recipient, we have Dana Badr. Our next recipient, we have Noor Al-Suleti. Our next recipient, we have Aisha Al-Ubaidli. For our next recipient, we have Anujud Al-Hammadi. For our next recipient, we have Fatma Al-Khayarin. For our next recipient, we have Fatma Abdul Ghani. For our next recipient, we have Moza Al-Kuwari. Next recipient, we have Amina Darwish. Our next recipient, we have Haifa Al-Kuwari. Our next recipient, we have Jawahir Mashadi. Zena, which one? Which Amna? Okay. For our next recipient, we have Amna Suleti. The box, want to take the box.
Yeah, and the previous one.
For our next recipient, we have Ahmed Heikel. Last name? Ghled. For our next recipient, we have Ghaith Ghled. The box. Ghaith, the box. Thank you. For our next recipient, we have Ahmed Abdul Karim. For our next recipient, we have Baddour Al Badr. Thank you. For our next recipient, we have Rashid Al Muslih. For our next recipient, we have Fatma Al Khuzai. For our next recipient, we have Reem Al Hajri. Reem Al Hajri. For our next recipient, we have Hissa Al Khatir. أنا آخر واحد أوكي. Our next recipient we have Reem El Hadi.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
No problem. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
زين زين أنا آخر شيء بعدين يعني last after Ali يا سيدي. وينهم يا All right, for our next recipient, we have Mohammed Shihabi. For our next recipient, we have Ali El Asadi.
And for our last recipient today, our SGA President, Al-Mu'taz Billah Al-Idrisi.
Well done, well done. Any more rings?
That should conclude all the rings for today. We'd like to thank everyone for coming today and making this event successful. This wouldn't be possible without all of you and without our SGA volunteers, without OBO, without the Dean, without Miguel, without IT, without Miss Carol, and everyone. So we'd like to thank everyone so much for making this possible. And now we have Miguel Trevino.
As Motaz mentioned, thank you very much for joining us today. As announced in our email, we do have 2 photography locations available. For those of you that would like to take pictures here, you can start doing that as soon as I'm done speaking. There will also be a second photography location at the main entrance of the university. Both locations will be available for about an hour or so. So make sure and plan accordingly. If you are going to the front of the building and prefer to drive, you need to park over by Ceremonial Court. You are also more than welcome to leave your car here and walk over. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great rest of your weekend, and Giga Maggies.